your day is going good. Um, this video is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. Um, I just wanted to ramble to you guys about what has been going on, recently with me and the channel. I haven't posted in like 10 days, which it's not too long, but I was going from posting every 2 to 4 days to a 10-day gap. So, um, basically, there's just been a lot going on. But before I talk about that, I just want to say that, I am so happy with the channel and where it's going. I'm, maybe a week, less than a week, away from hitting 500 subscribers, which is just a huge milestone. I could not be happier with the way that things have been going. It is amazing. I thought I wasn't gonna get a video that had 1,000 views for a few months, and then the third or fourth video I put out in this latest, string, that ended up getting, I think right now it's about, or maybe sitting over 5,000 views. I might be wrong, but no, it's just amazing, and I'm so glad. But I have a Discord if anyone wants to join. I'm sorry it's a little quiet right now. I'm a little nervous to talk. So I'm not always in there all the time, but I always check the messages at the very least. I check them as often as I can. But yeah, no, I just want to say thank you guys. Every comment that I see really it does make my day to when I read your guys' comments, and how I've been able to help people, or just that they like what I do. It's really nice. But yeah, I haven't uploaded in a little bit, just cause, and by the way, I'm doing this video very casually. Most of the time I leave my mic on the, on my desk, but right now I'm leaning back in my chair and I'm holding my mic up to my chest, just cause it's easier to talk like that. I don't know, I feel a little more relaxed. And I hope that reflects in my voice, that I'm not too, I don't know, trying to do something with my voice necessarily. Just relaxed. But yeah, I haven't uploaded in a little bit. There's been a lot going on. Life-wise, I love making videos, but sometimes I just don't have the time, or other things, take my motivation for that day. I've been very, very busy at home, but it looks like things are going to be easier now, to upload. So I'm gonna get back to it. I love learning new new techniques for making thumbnails or doing stuff like that. It really is fun. Because seeing the difference between my very first thumbnail and the thumbnails I currently use, it's a very big difference. But yeah. The things that have been going on, just some struggle things. It's nothing too serious, but I finally did end up coming out to my grandmother. most of my later, like, like preteens and onward, I've lived with my grandmother. So she was the primary caretaker for me for a very long time. And so I did end up coming out, little bits at a time. First telling her that, that I was, but, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. I know you can't on TikTok. I don't know if that word, I don't know if that word hurts the algorithm or not. But, that I'm of the boy liking, uh, the boy liking, category. But, yeah, and then, small bits at a time, and just, letting her know how I feel. And she's been a good sport about it. She's very, she's very devout, Protestant. So, she doesn't believe that what I do is correct. She said to me that, like, she was sad and that she believed that I was lost. But I have a feeling she'll come around. She hasn't treated me any different. She hasn't told anyone else in my family that I know of. Because my siblings have known for as long as I've stopped being in denial about it. So about like 3 years. But, she just, I'm glad she hasn't told anyone else, because my mother very much would very much not like to hear that. I laugh about it, but it's not like super funny. But, so just have been having a lot of anxiety around that. So, I don't know. It's been keeping me a little bit from feeling like doing something productive. Just the kind of stress. But I've mostly gotten over it, and it feels a lot more freeing, to be honest with the people around me about what who I am. Yeah. But, I guess that's kind of also why I wanted to make this video, was just to let you guys know a little bit more about me. Because there's the few videos that have kind of peeked a little bit into my interests, but yeah, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. Also, on top of just the updates about where I've been and what's been going on, with that kind of thing. I live in Oregon. It's a pretty cool place. I love the Pacific Northwest. It's like the Europe of America. And I mean that in a very good, a very positive way. Most people here are very progressive. Of course, you still have, your people that aren't going to be too friendly towards alternative lifestyles. But, it's very nice. I love cooking. I don't always post it every time, mostly just because I have like huge, like, I have a very bad memory. But, in the Discord, sometimes I'll post like the dinners that I cook, because I really love cooking, like just a homemade meal. There's something very satisfying about like putting in an hour, 2 hours of work, and then eating something that tastes really good and that you like and feel good about. Um, so I love cooking. Um, as my video, as my one video probably shows, I love gemstones. Gemstones, gemology, geology. It's a huge thing for me. I don't know what it is. I don't pass judgment on people that like this kind of thing, but it's not my thing where like I don't believe in the whole like crystals have energy kind of deal. I mean, if someone likes that and it makes them happy, of course, all for them. I don't think it's dumb. I don't think anything negative about people who like it for those reasons. I'm glad that those people exist because they help boost the market for gems. Makes it easier to find because there's more people interested in it. But for me, it's more of like a scientific approach. Like, I love learning about how they form, what they're made of, how to identify them. I'm still very much like an armchair gemologist. You know, I'm not at all qualified. It's a long story, but I was supposed to be going to, college for that. But some things happened family-wise and with some things going on that made it not financially possible. So for now that's on hold, but I would love to pursue that as a career later on. It's one of my biggest passions. I can't explain to you why. I just really like rocks. Like in the same way that like you see like a 4-year-old little boy just loves dinosaurs. That's me. Like if I could have pajamas covered in gemstone, like gemstone pictures, I would. I 1000% would. A blanket with like quartz on it. Oh, that would be me 1000%. But yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, I can tell you a little bit about my fursona. My main fursona. His name is Aster. As the channel can probably tell. I put, some thought into him. It's interesting. I've only got a few pieces of art that were drawn for me by my friend. I have yet to actually commission more detailed artwork of him, but his whole thing is like he is a gem dragon made where his scales are made of black star sapphire. Star sapphire is very interesting because it has asterism, which is where his name comes from, and that's a property in the stones where I believe it's because of the like the planes within the crystal, where it will reflect light in a sort of star pattern, and like the number of points on the star can vary depending on the stone. But it's really pretty. I love it. And so I decided to base that off of off of him. Or him off of that. I've always loved dragons. Dragons are cool. Even before like I kind of knew or like really got big into like the furry fandom, I was like any game that I played, or like I love D&D, and lots of D&D characters that I've made were Dragonborn. um, and they're really sick. And he's like magical. He's got a theme around like constellations and space, and so it's taking that space and then also like adding a little bit of mysterious, whimsical, magical flair to it. Like he has floating lights that surround part of his body. His horn, one of his horns, is like it's cut in half, kind of, and like floats with more lights that surround it. It's really cool, in my opinion. um, and I love that character. Um, and then I have a second Sona who's like really interesting to me because I put a lot of thought into his species. Because it's like his appearance is feline, but like the species, I might talk about it in a future video, just so I have another chance to ramble. But it's like an OC species that I made, but like just to TLDR it, he's from space also, but he's has a feline appearance with a main, body color of mint, and then like highlights on his hair and other like extremities, like his paw pads and part of his eyes, where it is this bright, bright pink, to sort of complement that. And both of these designs, I'm not very good at drawing. I've been trying to learn, but it's like I never realized how long it takes to learn to draw until I started learning. So it'll be years before I can get any decent drawing. But yeah, he is like really interesting to me because my Sonas have two very different personalities. Like Aster is more of a calm, soft, like stoic but empathetic, if that makes sense. And Caleb, my secondary Sona, he is more of a, I guess, mischievous, giddy kind of type. And I want to make more videos with him in the future. But people really like Aster, which I'm very glad. But yeah. Yeah. Thanks for letting me yap at you guys. I'm not sure if this video will get very many views. It's very different. But thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And I will get back to posting once this video's up. I should be able to get back to posting to my regular schedule. There shouldn't really be anything else that's blocking that. But yeah, just wanted you guys to know a little bit more about me and what's been going on. Because I really care, that I'm not just like a faceless person, but that, I'm not sure how to describe it. I feel like if you know a little bit more about me, it's easier to feel comfortable, at least I feel that way, than just random dragon yapping your ears. But yeah, thank you guys. Join the Discord if you want to. Love to see you there. And thank everyone again. Yeah, alright. hope you guys have a good night.